Every single day, millions of Americans walk into a gas station, a gym, or a grocery store and hand over $2, $3, or even $5 for a plain plastic bottle of water. We don't even think twice about it. But if you look closely at the math behind that bottle, you will realize you are participating in one of the most brilliant psychological profit loops in modern business history. What if I told you that the actual liquid inside that bottle costs less than a fraction of a cent? What if I told you that you don't need a natural spring, a massive purification plant, or millions of dollars in venture capital to build your own highly profitable bottled water brand right from your house? Today, we are cracking open the real-world blueprint of the water business. We are not talking about boring corporate distribution models. We are giving you a direct, step-by-step roadmap on how you can personally source, brand, and launch your own localized or niche water brand. How to navigate the strict U.S. regulations without losing your mind, and the exact marketing triggers that turn a free natural resource into a high-margin cash machine. To understand how you can start this business, we first have to burst the biggest myth in the industry, the source myth. When consumers look at a beautiful label featuring snowy mountains or crystal clear springs, their brain automatically assumes the company owns an exclusive, magical piece of land. In reality, a massive percentage of the top-selling bottled water brands in the United States are simply selling purified municipal tap water. They use a process called reverse osmosis, ultraviolet light filtration, and mineral replacement to make the water taste crisp and clean. What this means for you as an independent entrepreneur is simple. You do not need to dig a well. The actual foundation of this business is called white label bottling. There are dozens of massive FDA-approved bottling plants across almost every state that specialize in co-packing. They handle the filtration. They provide the plastic or aluminum bottles, and they fill them up with clean, tested water for as low as 15 to 25 cents per bottle, depending on your order volume. Your entire job is simply to bring the brand, the custom label, and the distribution strategy. This brings us to step number 2, the niche positioning strategy. If you try to launch a generic blue-labeled water bottle to compete directly with giants like Aquafina or Dasani on a supermarket shelf, you will get crushed instantly. They survive on microscopic margins and massive global volume. Your path to profitability is to completely avoid the general public and target high-value, specific subcultures or localized businesses. Think about B2B custom branding. Every high-end luxury car dealership, upscale real estate open house, private country club, luxury hotel, and premium gym in your city hands out free water bottles to their clients. When a client sits down to buy a $70,000 truck, handing them a generic grocery store water bottle looks cheap. But handing them a premium, sleek bottle featuring the dealership's custom logo and color scheme instantly elevates the entire experience. Your business model is to become the premier local supplier of custom-branded hydration for these high-end companies. Let's dive into step number 3, designing for maximum perceived value. In the water game, the look and feel of the container dictate 90% of the retail price. If you use a cheap, crinkly plastic bottle that bends when you touch it, the consumer subconsciously assumes the product is worthless. To stand out and command higher prices from corporate clients, you want to focus on premium packaging structures. Look into sleek, straight-wall PET plastic bottles with high-quality translucent caps. Or, better yet, move toward the massive modern trend of sustainable aluminum cans and bottles. Aluminum looks incredibly premium, stays colder longer, and allows local businesses to boast about being eco-friendly and plastic-free. Pair this container with a minimalist, matte finish, waterproof label rather than a shiny, cheap paper one. By spending an extra 5 to 10 cents on a premium container and an elegant, modern design, You allow your business clients to proudly display your bottles as an extension of their own luxury branding. Step number 4. Navigating the legalities and FDA groundwork. Because water is something people ingest, you cannot simply bottle it in your backyard and sell it to the public. The FDA regulates bottled water strictly as a packaged food product. This is exactly why using an established, white-label co-packing plant is a massive shortcut for your business. The bottling facility already holds all the necessary state licenses, undergoes regular health inspections, and adheres to strict electronic testing standards for total dissolved solids, bacteria, and chemical safety. When you partner with them, they provide you with the standard chemical analysis report required for your label. All you need to do is register your new brand name as a food business with your local state health department and ensure your label includes the mandatory legal text, such as the source of the water, the net volume, and your company's distribution details. This compliance process takes a few weeks but requires very little capital, keeping your startup risks incredibly low. Now let's break down step number 5. The economics and pricing matrix, so you can see exactly how the numbers work. When you partner with a regional co-packer, a standard opening order for custom-labeled premium water typically starts at around 2,400 bottles, which equals 5 full pallets. At this entry volume, your total cost per customized bottle, including the premium container, the printed waterproof label, the water, and the boxing, will sit around 30 to 35 cents. When you pitch these customized cases to local real estate firms, boutique hotels, or elite car dealerships, you sell them in bulk packages at a wholesale price of 90 cents to $1.10 per bottle. A single car dealership that goes through 2,000 bottles a month becomes a recurring $1,000 per month revenue stream for you. Since your inventory cost for those bottles was only around $700, you walk away with a clean $300 of profit from just one single local client contract. This leads us right into step number 6, the local B2B sales blueprint. To secure these corporate clients, you do not need to spend a dime on digital Facebook or Google ads. You use a highly targeted, physical drop-off strategy. Pick 20 high-end service businesses in your local area. Before you walk through their front doors, go online and print a few mock-up labels featuring their exact corporate logos, color schemes, and website links. Stick these custom labels onto a few of your premium sample bottles. Walk into the business, ask to speak briefly with the marketing director or office manager, and hand them the physical, cold sample bottle. When a marketing executive holds a premium, chilled bottle of water with their own company's brand flawlessly integrated onto it, the psychological shift is instant. You are no longer selling them a product. You are selling them a highly effective, high-retention billboard that their clients will hold in their hands for 30 minutes. Step number 7, expanding into the digital niche and event market. Once your local B2B corporate routes are running smoothly and paying your basic overhead, you can scale your operation nationwide by targeting the massive private events industry. Create a highly optimized, clean Shopify storefront specifically focused on custom event hydration. Think about upscale weddings, music festivals, major corporate charity galas, and tech conferences. Organizers of these events spend tens of thousands of dollars on aesthetics and custom signage. By creating a seamless online system where event planners can upload their custom themes, wedding dates, or event hashtags, select their quantities, and have custom branded premium water shipped directly to the venue, you open up your market to the entire country. The profit margins in the private event space are even higher because people are willing to pay a massive premium for personalization on their special day. The true microeconomics of starting a business with a water bottle come down to mastering arbitrage and psychological positioning. You are taking a universal, everyday necessity, outsourcing the complex manufacturing and health compliance to an existing infrastructure, and adding immense value through clean design and targeted corporate personalization. It is a completely recession-proof business model because corporate marketing budgets, luxury hospitality, and high-end service industries always need premium touchpoints to impress their clients, regardless of how the stock market is performing. You do not need a massive staff, you don't need heavy equipment, and you can manage the entire operation, client relationships, and shipping logistics directly from a laptop. By focusing on premium container aesthetics, tapping into the white label co-packing framework, and utilizing direct physical sampling, you can easily turn the simplest beverage on earth into a highly predictable, recurring, independent fortune. That is the comprehensive step-by-step roadmap to launching your own successful brand in this incredible industry. If you found this practical, value-packed business guide helpful and want to discover the real economics behind more everyday items, make sure to hit that subscribe button on microeconomics. Drop your thoughts or your target business ideas in the comments below so we can map out your local strategy together, and we will see you in the next video.